It's his job. Last thing about forgiveness, and this is so true. Unforgiveness hurts the victim, not the offender. When someone does something to us, that hurts us, right? But what continues to hurt is the unforgiveness that we harbor for that person. I want to give you a short example of a friend of mine. And this example is just happened recently, how God mended this. But it was an example of something that had gone on for years. I think 10 or more years, I would say. I could be wrong on the time frame. But it was a friend of mine who was in college, and he was accused of cheating, which he didn't do, just like Joseph. He was accused of something that he didn't do. And he was accused of cheating, and he had to go through all the different court systems and different times to try to prove his innocence. And it nearly broke him. And at that time, he just harbored so many ill will towards the person that accused him. At the end, he was exonerated. He was found not guilty. He did not cheat and was found innocent. That should have been the end, right? But no, he harbored those same feelings for years and years. And anytime he would think of that event, he would think of the same ill will towards that person, the same harboring feelings, the same bitterness. He was in bondage. It's the same thing we're talking about. That unforgiveness leads to bondage. So through speaking with him and through the Holy Spirit convicting him of what he needed to do, he wrote this person a letter. Now, mind you, he hadn't spoken to this person in over 10 years or so. Wasn't even sure if the professor would remember him. So he wrote him a letter, and he explained to him how he felt and why he felt what he felt. And he ultimately said that I forgive you. When we do that, God is gracious. He sent me a copy of what the person sent back. I'm just going to summarize it. But basically, the person said the same thing, that he always felt bad about what happened. And he wasn't truly sure if he had done what he accused him of doing. But he thought that he was doing right in his own eyes. And he asked for forgiveness from this person. He said, please forgive me. I'm so sorry that you have felt this way for so long and that you have harbored these feelings. And if there's anything I can do to help you with that forgiveness, please let me know. Folks, that weight that was lifted for both of those people involved was just so unmeasurable. It was something that had lasted for, like I said, 10 years or more. But that weight that was lifted for both of them, it freed them. Not only was that person able to speak about Christ, and the reason why he was able to forgive was because of Christ. Again, giving the gospel to maybe someone that doesn't have it. But also bringing them back into fellowship that they would have never been before in their lives. So the moral to the story is that forgiveness is freeing. It frees us from our burdens. So as we move on, let's look at applying this forgiveness. Who's our ultimate and best example of this? Jesus Christ. In 1 Peter 2, 21 through 25, listen to what this example of Christ is. For to this you were called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that you should follow his steps, who committed no sin, nor was deceit found in his mouth, who when he was reviled, did not revile in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten,